Hi, Jacob.
Hello.
Welcome to our little video interview. Congratulations for winning the junior final.
Thank you.
That was a great success because you were the first time in the final. So, but I wanted to start so people get to know a little bit better about your background, how you got into skating.
Yeah, so when I started skating, I wanted to be a hockey player, and I tried the hockey skates. I couldn't stand up, couldn't skate. I just couldn't keep myself upright. And somebody had recommended the figure skates because they were quote unquote easier. And I tried them, and I was able to stand, and I wasn't like a wreck falling on the ice. Um, and after that, I just really liked that feeling of just standing there and just kind of gliding around. And my mom put me in the learn to skate program at our rank, and after that, I kind of just excelled through the levels, and I was recommended a private coach. And after that, I kind of just stuck with it. I had my first competition at 5 years old.
Oh.
And after that, my mom asked me, she's like, did you like competition? Because I fell right before my starting position, and every 5 year old would be really embarrassed, but no, I stood up super fast, and I was in my starting position. I was ready, and my mom asked me, she's like, were you scared or anything? And I was like, no, I had so much fun. That's what she told me. I don't remember it, but my mom told me that's what I said. And after that, I tried other sports. I tried soccer. I tried football. I've tried karate. I did so much, and none of it stuck with me like skating did. And after that, I just chose skating after a couple years, and I don't regret that decision at all.
So, what attracted you to skating so much?
Just the feeling of just being free on the ice. That was my favorite feeling when I first got into it. It was just skating was just an outlet to just do whatever and express myself however I wanted to. Even now, I would use that as one of my favorite parts about skating.
You have no other athletes in your family? You're the only one?
My little brother plays soccer, and my older brother, he did track in high school, but he's away in college now, so he's not really keeping up with sports. But he was a pretty good track runner when he was in school.
And you have Puerto Rican heritage,
Yes.
And you are also engaged in the Diversify Ice. So how did that come about?
I'd say I think 2 or 3 years ago they had reached out and asked me after about a year to be an ambassador for them, and we're really just trying to promote just diversity in figure skating because there's not a lot of people who are in the same background as me that skate, and we're trying just to promote the openness of trying it, and that skating's for everybody.
Yeah, nice. So have you seen and other skaters with Puerto Rican heritage already?
I've met only one or two kind of local skaters on the East Coast, but not really anybody else.
So this season has been, you can say, your breakthrough, because you won 2 Junior Grand Prix, you won the final now. What did change? How did that breakthrough come about?
I'd say after last season, there was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of mistakes that were made in my biggest competitions. I did have 2 Junior Grand Prix, and I was assigned to the Youth Olympic Games and Junior World Championships last year, and I had a pretty decent short program at almost all 4 of those competitions, and I had a lot of falters and mistakes in the free skate, and that was so upsetting for me, and I really made it my mission in the off season to focus on myself and kind of refocus and work on my mental game, because that's what was lacking that whole season, because I was so focused on just results and being first place and everything that I kind of lost myself, and I really refocused myself just to kind of just focus on every competition and enjoy every experience in every competition.
Oh, yeah, very interesting. So you realized that yourself and started to, it's maybe also a part of maturing, or or your coach helped you, or how did you develop this train of thoughts that you need to change?
I mean, I kind of just took a while after my last season just to kind of reflect. I kind of approached how I approached I like reviewed how I approach practice and competitions, and I was like, what was I doing? Like, I was going into every competition thinking that I need to be perfect and I need to be first place. Like, I put so much pressure on myself, and that really got to me, and it really started to bring me down when I was under pressure.
Yeah, no, very good that you found the key
Yeah.
to yourself. Now, moving forward, what do you want to improve? Because now you have U.S. nationals coming up, and you said earlier your goals, of course, to go to junior worlds and maybe even to senior worlds.
Yeah. So my goals that I want to achieve in the near future is like I really want to improve the quality of my skating as best as I can, and I want to expand my technical ability, and I want to get the quad in hopefully by the end of the season. I'm working on it right now, and I mean it's looking pretty good, but it's not ready for competition yet. But I am trying to get it in for senior nationals.
So, which kind of quad are you especially working on? Which is the closest?
Right now, I'm working on quad flip.
Wow, quad flip.
Yes.
Is flip your favorite jam?
Yeah, I'd say it's one of my favorites.
It's interesting because most people would start with quad toe or quad sow.
Yeah, I tried quad toe, quad loop, and quad sow, and I had a lot of technique issues with getting into the quad. Like my triples were okay, but getting into the quad was just so different. And I found that for flip and Lutz, it's like so much easier for me, and like maybe even axle. Like I do see myself like trying quad axle.
Oh wow! Yeah, because you said you look up to Ilya Malin and you're friends with Ilya.
Yeah, very close.
What kind of advice does Ilya give you?
Like he gives me a lot of advice with just skating and jumping, and also approaching competitions. Like especially in the last I'd say year and a half, he's really giving me all his advice on how to approach competitions, how I should think mentally going into them, and how I should just approach it as myself and not as the competition. And it's really just a form of building confidence.
But you don't train nearby, or
I'm about like 4 to 5 hours away from him.
So sometimes maybe you even train together, or
no, we haven't had an opportunity to train together, but it's definitely something I'm looking into doing, maybe off season, spending a couple weeks in Virginia and training with them. But we always talk about maybe one day we can kind of like take turns going to each other's rinks, or if I make the world team, maybe we can train together and then leave to worlds together. Something maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but you also have your co-training team. I mean, you're with Larissa Zelesneva, Alek Makarov, and there was also Ava Ziegler, for example, right? So you have some good skaters around you.
Yeah. At our rink, I'd say it's pretty quiet. Me and Ava are the top skaters there. Everybody else, they're not like super low level, but they're definitely athletes that are on the come up right now. And we have a really positive environment, and training with Ava is really nice because she's an amazing skater, an amazing training mate, and it's really nice to have a skater who's on my level training with me every day.
Yeah. And you mentioned your friendship with Ilya, but you're also friends with other skaters. We were talking in the press conference with Rio.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's also how does it. I mean, we always think, oh, they are competitors, but they still can be friends.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people look at the competitions and they kind of assume that we're all like battling against each other like always, but like I find it that at competitions we're all like closer than we are like anywhere else. Like if like I know like everybody's kind of like around the world, so we're not like always talking, but like whenever everybody's at competitions, all the guys, we're always like just hanging out together, we're always supporting each other, like we're always wishing the best. And even on practices, like there are some times where we'll skate by each other and we'll like exchange a couple words, and like the middle of official practice ice, it's pretty fun. And I'm really happy that I'm able to have the outlet to be able to talk to my competitors and being able to just communicate and have these friendships. And honestly, like they make competing so much better.
Now to close it up, I have just a few fun questions for you. When you're sent to an isolated island, then you can take three things. What do you take?
I would definitely take my phone. I want to be able to communicate with people. This is a tough one. I would take my soccer ball. I can't go anywhere without that. And I would maybe take like a lifetime supply of like sweets.
Oh, so you have a sweet tooth.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, fans might notice. When you cook, what do you cook for yourself? What can you cook?
Yes, I'm a big breakfast guy. I make myself breakfast and I make my little brother breakfast every morning. I like making like pancakes, French toast, eggs, like bacon. I love all of it. So it's like I find it to be very like therapeutic in the mornings, just being able to wake up and kind of just focus on just making myself a nice meal, and having it after is just like amazing.
Oh, the reward. If you were an animal, which one and why?
I feel like I'd want to be like either a sloth or like a tiger, like I don't know, like super contrasted, but like sloths, like they're so like laid back and like their life looks so like easy, and like that's kind of like me at home sometimes. But like I also want to be like a tiger because they're like so like agile and fast, and I think they're great. Like I think like they're so cool.
Okay, and last one. If you were not a skater, what would you be?
If I was another skater, who would I be?
Yeah, or what? Yeah, maybe other sport or something completely different.
I'd be a hockey player, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, and we wish you good luck for the rest of the season, and hopefully see you soon.
Thank you.